Mike Avery. I'm not outdoors tonight, but I like to talk about the outdoors. I like to cover the outdoors. I like to be outdoors. I like to go hunting and fishing. And good evening, John. How are you? John M. John M. I want to know how you got on the feed even before I went live. I don't understand that. John Callison is with us. My friend Ross is with us, but not for long because he has company. Ed Bolanowski with us. Ed's going to give away something tonight. John Pickleman, my good friend. How are you, brother? Miss you. Miss having you around. Randy, good evening. Sorry for screwing around with the mic here. Craig, pretty soon, guys. Pretty soon we're going to be in Ohio. Jason, nice to have you along with us. Hello, Carrie. How are things in Bad Axe? Or as, oh gosh, he used to say Naughty Hatchet. I got a mental block. Chris checking in from Kansas on a beautiful night. Elliot, hey Elliot, congrats on the wedding. Elliot says, Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. Craig says he has company and he's watching me. Ross, what's up with you, dude? Oh, Martin, how are you? Eric. Jim says, good evening. No perch again today. Mike checking in from Pinconning. Hello from the Bay. Here we go. Bob checking in from the Bay. Getting a perch here and there. Tony, how are you, buddy? Tony's been crow hunting. Bruce checking in from Florida. Harry live from Kinross. The colors, they are a poppin', he says. Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? Mike, Johnny says, Mike, they still won't let me watch your live. Johnny Bowler says, for some reason, Facebook. Hey, Johnny, try YouTube. Facebook won't let him watch my live feed. Jim, how you doing, buddy? How you feeling? Dan, nice to have you along. Stu, nice job. 53 new certified hunters passed this weekend's class. A great group. God bless you for doing that, Stu. Yeah, that's wonderful that you get kids involved like that. John Callison, congrats. He's now VP of the Bass Club at CMU. JC is VP at CMU. Bernie, how are you? Good evening, Mike. Son-in-law and grandson coming up tomorrow night for the bow opener. How exciting is that? Have fun, guys. Have fun. Anyway, my name is Mike Avery. This is another edition of Wednesday Night Live. Here on my Facebook page, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Don's watching on Facebook. I can tell where you folks are watching from because I can see, where is it? I can see that it says Facebook. If we get somebody watching, there we go, on YouTube, I can see it's YouTube. Paul, good evening. How are you? Kevin, congrats on that bear. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. God bless you as well. So what's going on, my friends? Hello, Jared. How are things in Addison? Okay, Harry says he needs a place to stay. He's working at the Sioux Locks. Hook a brother up. Anybody from the Sioux area can help him out? Tony now is done crow hunting till February. 204 for the year. Pretty good this year. Elliot has officially taken archery season off. Now, Elliot, what I want to know, have you taken work off? Have you taken off work for archery season, or are you taking the archery season off and not hunting? Dave, how are you? We had your son Sam on this morning. Nice to have you with us. Ross is taking his dad to Wild Game Dynasty's Crooked Creek cabin to deer hunt this weekend. Hasn't hunted in 22 years. How cool is that? Jeff is watching on YouTube. A walleye trip to Huron, Ohio this Friday. We do need some crow hunters on the show. I've never covered the sport of crow hunting. Yes. Paul says the ticks are out very heavy these days. I was out in the water Monday. You might remember if you were with me last week on Wednesday Night Live, I was getting kind of nervous. That was a really rotten, stormy day. It was blowing gale force winds, and I was worried about the angler quest there in the slip. I actually ducked out of here a few minutes early to go check on her. And she was fine. She's getting beat up, but she was fine. And I said, that's it. I know I'm not going to go back out hunting. I need to get her out of the water. So Monday, the first, really the second day of this nice streak we're having right now, I ran her over to Linwood Beach. And those guys are going to take her out of the water, get her winterized. I think she's probably going to be for sale too. So if you're looking for a used angler quest, I know where one is. And a used angler quest is a big deal. They're a good find because there aren't that many of them out there. Ryan says, it's been a while. Hello, Michelle. Keep an eye on that husband of yours. You keep an eye on him until we go to Ohio, and then I'll keep an eye on him once we get down there. Not hunting archery. The missus hasn't tagged a buck yet. Permethrin in a backpack sprayer. All ticks are gone. I've heard that, John. The Tick Master says that. Permethrin takes care of ticks. So Friday is October 1st. What does that mean? It means the month of Rocktober will kick off on Friday. John says, also works for Gypsy Month. Jeff, I get rid of them after every year. They're not my boats. They get sold every year. I don't know what I'm getting into. Probably not, Michelle. Probably not. I will admit to that. Rocktober, the month of Rocktober. My sync just went off here a little bit. Oh, there it's back. That Manitoba bear was huge. Yeah, it's not that I have nothing against them, Jeff. I love them. It's just I have the opportunity usually to get a new one. And now with the model change next year, really looking forward to it. Yeah, 500 and some pounds. I've never seen a 500-pound bear. I've never seen a bear bigger than about personally, in person, I've never seen a bear bigger than about 350. And I shot the bear. I shot that bear. Ed says, let me check with some friends in Pickford and Rudyard. If they have anything, I'll have Tony contact you. Tony. Best 3 months of the year, October, November, December. Can't argue with that. Any thoughts on that 10 deer limit for the revised doe antlerless regulations? No thoughts at all. Haven't thought about it. Taking the recurve out for the opener. Nope, I'm done with the recurve, Zach. You might call me a sissy. You might call me lazy. You might say I'm taking the easy way out. I got to the point with the recurve where, though I dearly love it and I respect the heck out of traditional archery and anybody who hunts with it, I didn't have confidence anymore. I wasn't shooting enough or well enough to have the confidence in that tool to make a quick, clean, humane killing shot. So I've actually gone the other end of the spectrum, and I'm hunting with a crossbow now, my dart and crossbow. And I like it. If the goal is to make a quick, clean, humane killing shot, well, my odds are better with this. I had it out shooting the other day. The dart and scope that came on with it, it was a very nice scope, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Josh, good evening. How are you, buddy? It wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I bought, Crossfire. What? Help me out. Starts with V. Scope company that starts out with a V. Your grandpa shot a 564-pound bear. V. Help me out. I'm drawing a blank here. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Hey, Jeff, I think it's so cool that your family loves Florida and loves the outdoors in Florida so much. I know you. Vortex. Thank you, Ross. Thank you. So I bought myself a Vortex Crossfire 2. It's a 2-to-7 variable power scope. And the thing I like about this is, he says, it's Vortex. It's Vortex. It is Vortex. Hey, Heath, I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been? Vortex. Yep. Ben, how are things at Michigan Whitetail Pursuit? Yes, it's Vortex. It's Vortex. Yep, it's Vortex. Vortex. And I like it. But you don't zero it at 20 yards. You zero it at 40 yards, and then you go out and shoot it at 80 yards. And if you're hitting low, you decrease the magnification on your scope. And if you're hitting high, you increase the magnification and you get it to where the crosshairs, the reticle lines up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And I was actually shooting at 80 yards and hitting the target at bullseyes. Now, I would never shoot at an animal at 80 yards. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you as well, Heath. Ben says, good luck. All is good at Michigan Whitetail Pursuit. Excellent. Michigan Whitetail Pursuit, a good group of guys. Limited warranty to on all Vortex. Oh, lifetime. Sorry. Lifetime warranty. I heard that. If you run over it with a truck, they'll replace it. You know, that's like the old Vanguard warranty. Back when Vanguard was still what it used to be. That's okay, Cameron. We'll take you here. Hey, you know what we're going to do tonight? We're going to give away something. And it's something different. I want to see if I can share a picture of this with you. Share screen, window, boom. Share it. How does that look? Yes, okay. Boom. You see this print right here? This is in honor of the opening day of the whitetail archery season. And this is from a Michigan company. It's called Northern Promotions, Lachine near Alpena. And he says it's a high-quality piece of framed and matted artwork called the Beanfield Buck, shot by Mel Johnson, scoring 212 and 7/8, 2¼ inch oak frame, bevel cut double matte with a title drop dust cover, wire hanger, outside diameter 30 by 40. So this is big. And we're giving this away tonight. In fact, Ed Bolanowski will be along with us shortly to announce the winner on this. Some of you folks like this. You say, yeah, Jeff, that'll go well in my living room. The Dixie Dave event, Josh, is just completely, absolutely on hold. Dave doesn't have the staff right now to open the restaurant. He's been quite sick. He's feeling a little better now. I talked to him today. Cameron says that's gorgeous. Dave said it would look great above his couch. Cameron says, Mike. What day is it? Cameron, you're already late. It's hump day. It is amazing, Ross. You want to win it? Craig said he would love it for the cab. So this is from a company. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yep. A lot of you like this print. This is wonderful. The guy who's donating this is Kevin Rogers, and he's the owner of Northern Promotions. Their website is northernpromotionsart.com. northernpromotionsart.com. John, that's right. You used to go to the Sloppy Joe Memorial. And what a story that was of how it got named Sloppy Joe, huh? It looked great in your man cave. Ed Bolanowski, a friend of ours who's going to be with us in Ohio. And you know, Ed, he used to be at Speedy Blaze. And you notice I'm not giving away Speedy Blaze anymore. And I won't talk about it on the air, but if I ever run into you in person and you ask me how that all happened, I will tell you. Kind of disappointing. But Kevin Rogers owns Northern Promotions Art. Again, northernpromotionsart.com. And he is giving away this beautiful print right here. It's called Beanfield Buck. You know what? John went to the website. He said they got some cool artwork on there. There we go. Cameron checked it out. northernpromotionsart.com. northernpromotionsart.com. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. You have, I know Ed's here. 2 minutes starting right now. 2 minutes. Make your comment about why you would love to win this beautiful piece of art from Kevin Rogers at Northern Promotions Art, northernpromotionsart.com. Heidi says, oh, it's not Heidi, it's Johnny. He says, so Mike, I see my account is restricted for 60 days, so I took my wife's phone. It's actually Johnny. That picture would look great in your camp. Ed standing by. John Cohn. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Make your comments. John says, that's awesome. Mike said it would look great at camp. Dave says, nice. You got a minute and 30 seconds. Make your comments about why you would want to win this beautiful framed piece of art. Cameron said would look very nice hanging up in the man cave next to the mounts. Mary Jo says, I love the name of the print. I always leave some beans. Would look fantastic. John says it reminds me of the family farm. John, I know that family farm, don't I? We goose hunted there. Winning that is my best chance of putting a buck on the wall. Jim, that's going to be a hard comment to beat. I got to be honest. That's going to be a hard comment to beat. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Need to have that buck on his wall. Jason says, in the process of redecorating his home office with wildlife, including his first ever turkey mount, would really bring the room together. Roger said it would look great over his desk. Cameron says, my wife needs a northern gorgeous print above her 8 point she took a few years ago. So you folks like this. You folks like this. That's good. That picture would look good in your deer blind. Jerry, don't waste it in your blind. 1 minute. I think I lost track of time. Beautiful print for your dad's place. Beautiful print. Everybody likes it. Everybody likes these Northern Promotions prints. Maybe I should do something with these guys. Troy says that would be nice in a cabin. You can say Heidi won it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the contest. Absolutely amazing. We would switch it up with all the center, put the posts around it. 20 seconds. This would last longer than Speedy Blaze, Dave says. Picture worth 1,000 words. 15 seconds. What a great giveaway. So generous. Yeah, it is a very generous giveaway from Kevin Rogers. Have you priced these frame prints? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get ready, Ed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jared said he would donate it back. How long was that one? That felt like it was a pretty good one. John Callis and JC, you think it's a record? JC is the one who keeps official. Missed the time. We don't know the time yet. Ed Bolanowski says John Pickleman, 28 seconds. Is that a new record, John? Michelle says 28 and a half. John, is that a new record? I had one last time, and you weren't there, John. It was longer than that. It was long, but JC, is it a record? Tell us, is it a record? Good one, good one. John Callison, is it a record? Come on, come on, come on. Tell me. John? John? I did. Anyway, John Pickleman, where are you, buddy? John Pickleman is our winner. Congrats, John. Michigan boy living in Wisconsin now. You can appreciate big whitetails in a bean field, huh? John, send me a private message, or Ed Bolanowski's on here right now. Send him a private message. One of us, give us your shipping address on where you want that sent. And congrats to John Pickleman. And thank you, Ed Bolanowski, and especially Kevin Rogers, the owner of Northern Promotions Art, northernpromotionsart.com, northernpromotionsart.com. Now, John says it's not a new record because I said I had 40. There was one night when I did have like 40 seconds, but nobody kept track of it. So it wasn't official. So John, if we're keeping track of official records, is this officially a record at 28 seconds? Johnny, for the third time, Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. If you don't want the 41 seconds to count, then that's a new record. Well, John, I don't want it to count because nobody kept track. So there we go. It's a new record at 28 seconds. Everybody's congratulating you, John. It's officially a new record for official times, whatever that means, John. Again, thank you, Kevin Rogers of Northern Promotions Art. Obviously, Kevin, people like your work. We knew it was a long time when the phone mutes itself halfway through the buzzer. All right, my friends, let's get down to some other business. Who was on the outdoor? Okay, thank you, Bernie. You led right into what I'm talking about. Any more news? I'm sorry, my allergies. I can't wait for a killing frost because my allergies are just bonkers right now. The show this week, Nick Grillo of Michigan Brand Meats. Nick talks about their business. They're actually finishing up the processing of my Ontario bear right now. I'm getting a bunch of bear brats made up from it. Look at this. John says a new record, end of story. But that website has some very cool outdoor artwork, John says. Nice. Going back to the EHD. So also, Nick announces a giveaway, a promotion thing, a promotional venture between Michigan Brand Meats, Rapid River Knives, and me. I'm going to help promote it. And what they're going to do is they are going to give away an engraved Rapid River knife to somebody who gets involved in the contest. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a folder like this or if it's going to be a skinner or what, but it'll be engraved with the winner's name on it. And here's how you're going to enter, but you can't enter yet. There will be a post that Nick will put on the Michigan Brand Facebook page that you'll have to like Michigan Brand, you'll have to like my page, and you'll have to like Rapid River and make a comment. Doesn't matter what the comment is. Once you make that comment, you're going to be registered to win. And then we're going to draw the winner. Listen to this. We're going to draw the winner live on Wednesday night, October 20th, as we do a Wednesday night live from the Rapid River showroom in Rapid River in the UP. James says, really bad in Illinois. That stinks. Kenny says, awesome knives. Going down to we could, Johnny, I don't know. I don't know. But I do want to come up and hunt with you, certainly. So October 20th, Wednesday Night Live, the Rapid River showroom in Rapid River in the UP. Will I trade some Maker's Mark for bear brats? Quite possibly. You want me to bring some down? Craig, I'll bring some down. I think that's a good idea. I'll bring some bear brats down. Good idea, Craig. Really good idea. Thank you. The Chris Durson at Rapid River Knives, the showroom is usually open until 5:00. That night, he's going to keep it open until we start the live show and then throughout the live show. So if you want to come and see us, if you want to come and join us that night, you're welcome to. In fact, we'd love to have you there. It'll give you a chance to see the Rapid River showroom, meet Nick Grillo, meet me, and if you're lucky, we'll draw your name as the winner live, Wednesday night live from the Rapid River showroom, October 20th. Getting back to the rundown of the show. John Page from the Rough Grouse Society of Michigan wraps up the first hour. In hour number 2, speaking of processing, venison processing, Mike Horswell of Jay's Sporting Goods, he's a master venison processor. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Piles, the man himself. Hello, big fella. I love the way Bill says that. Hello, big fella. Bill, you got a lot of people excited to come down and see you, buddy. Well, I'm one of them. Oh, Bill, I had a blind. In fact, I went to the website, primaltreestands.com. I used my promo code and bought a blind for you, and I had it sent to your place. It's got my name on it, but it's your blind, Bill. But I was surprised the delivery is going to be like a week yet. So it's going to be kind of close. But when it gets there, feel free to set it up and air it out. It's your blind. I mean, if I get a chance to hunt out of it, that's great. But you're blind when we're done with it. Can you hitch a ride? Hello, dear Lori. Lori will be with us in Ohio as well. In fact, several people are on here tonight. Johnny will be with us. My son James will be with us. Craig will be with us. I think Cameron's going to be with us. All right, Bill, appreciate it. And then also in the second hour, Brian Roll, DNR wildlife biologist from the UP, talks about factors limiting the whitetail population in the UP. He says predation, i.e. wolves, is a factor, but it's not a big factor. He said bears, coyotes, eagles kill more deer than wolves do. When is next year's trip? Jason's already thinking ahead. Regarding this trip to Ohio with Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters, I think it's a safe bet to say this will be an annual event. But Jason, I can't tell you when next year's trip will be. I tell you what, I will firm that up when we're down there with Bill, and we will we'll start working on it. We'll start working on it. And I will be sure to let you know, Jason, when it is. This week's Ask Avery segment, getting back to the question about EHD. Is it John Page? Lori, is it John Page? Chad Stewart answers the question about this EHD outbreak in southern Michigan. He names 3 or 4 counties that it's in. And I said, well, you didn't mention Branch or Kalamazoo counties, and I'm getting reports of EHD in those areas. And he said, well, those aren't confirmed yet. We don't have the test back. So he says, yes, EHD is indeed a concern, but not like it was in 2008. Bill says, yes, sir, annually would be great. And when the man himself says he can make it happen, we will make it happen. And in hour number 3, companies, Ross. Ross, by the way, you got to go to Ohio with us next year, huh? Ross Elliott, my good friend, says, company's here now, Mike. I have to go. Have a great night, my friend. Yeah. Okay, buddy. See ya. Hour number 3. We're switching gears and we're going to talk about fishing. In fact, trophy walleye fishing with the man himself, Lance Valentine of Teachin' Fishin', teachinfishin.com. And we wrap it all up with wild game chef extraordinaire Dave Miner. Dave is back with us now after being gone for 2 weeks. He's with us on the show this week. Yep, he was on, Lori. Jason says he's hunted the UP every year for 20 years, never seen a wolf. I know they're there, just never seen one. Gary says, what counties has EHD been confirmed in? Chad told me, and I don't remember, but they were primarily Southeast Michigan. And I'm getting reports of EHD in Southwest Michigan. That's why I questioned him. That's why I asked him about it. I know they've put out a news release about that, but I haven't read it yet. I'm only going by what he told me. Am I going to hit the woods this Friday? Interesting question. Probably. I think it's going to be so warm that I normally wouldn't even want to hunt on Friday. However, it is October 1st, right? So you kind of got to be in the woods. And then I'm pretty much, I might be able to hunt Saturday night, but that's about Sunday. And I just found out, I think I was telling you last week, I got a problem with my eye. It's called a vitreous detachment. And part of the lining of my good eye, this is the eye I blew out, but my good eye, part of the lining came out and now it's floating around in there. It's not a tear, but it's a detachment. And I got to go back and see the eye doc because they're worried that maybe there's something more going in there. And I got to go Friday and I have to go, but it's 10:30 in the morning. So I might be able to, I'm planning on getting out in the woods, but I'll tell you what, to shoot I wouldn't shoot a doe this early in the season with the weather like this. And for me to let an arrow fly on a buck on the opening day of the season, as warm as it's going to be, it would have to be a very impressive animal. And I don't expect that I'm going to see a very impressive animal where I'm hunting. Okay, moving right along. Good evening, Mad Jack. How are you, buddy? Oh, he helps you with the ladies' grouse hunt every year. Gotcha. Be teaching on Friday, 20 kindergarten. You'll have your hands full. Okay, what else is on my list? Rocktober, the month of Rocktober. Somebody told me I got to do more waterfowl hunting stories on the show. I agree, but I'm adding crow hunting to that list. I've never done anything on crow hunting. Tony, I'm going to add some crow hunting for you. The weather's been crazy. It's been nice, but it's been crazy good after last week. Lord knows we need it. Bow season coming up. I've been shooting. I tell you what, that Darton, the Toxin 100 RD with that Vortex scope on it is a pretty sweet rig. You know what else I'm using? And I just happen to have this because I had it hooked up to my phone. A Tacticam. Now, a lot of you have used these before. I used one for the first time in Ontario on my bear hunt, and I bought the low end. I bought it was like $150. I bought the low end Tacticam because I wanted another angle, and it turns out it's lucky because when I shot my bear, she was actually standing behind a tree and you couldn't see her. But the Tacticam on my bow, you could see her because I had to shoot through a couple of trees. But I liked it so much that I actually upgraded. I had the Solo. Now this is the 5, and it's got an 8-power zoom on it, so it should work better. I actually gave the Solo to my grandson, Trent. But I really like this because it goes right next to the scope on my crossbow. The Tacticam sees what I see. It records it in pretty good quality video, much better than the Solo did. So I got my real camera over here on a tripod, and I got this one then right out looking down my bow. So I think I'm going to like it. Got a Tacticam, you like it? The 5 is awesome, Lori says. You could put it on a shotgun too. This one was $299 on Amazon, $299. But you know what? I'm used to paying thousands and thousands of dollars for cameras and gear. So if I can buy it actually shoots 4K. A 4K camera for $299, I don't have a problem with that. It's like my drone. My drone was $300 and it shoots, I don't know. It's HD, might even be 4K. Bill says they're a great tool. You can put them on your dogs too. That's a great idea. Martin says, my son, your son, grandson were hanging out last weekend. Lance archery crossbow. Bo said Trent was in awe. A lid cam. You know, it's always going to see what you see, right? Isn't it amazing the tools we have these days? The camera that I am using right now to do this is my new iPhone 13, which that's got a pretty sweet camera on it too, because I use my iPhone as much as for a camera as I do a communication device. Yeah, Bill, you got a lot of people excited to come down and see you. Bill Piles, Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters, OhioBowHuntingOutfitters.com. We'll be down there. We'll be heading down the 10th. The hunt is actually the 11th through the 16th. I will, while I'm down there, I'll do my Wednesday. Well, I'm going to try. I got a cell signal there and a Wi-Fi. So I'll do as much checking in as I can. I will do daily reports. And if I can, I'll do some live stuff as well. I'm going to play it by ear, but I'll do as much as I can. Bill says we are ready. The newer cell trail cams are, you're right, they're really something else. Bill, it's hard to believe. You said it's been 14 years since I've been down there. Gosh. Lori will be there. She's looking forward to it. Wonder if it would fit on my PMR 30 for squirrel hunting. Now, Mike, I don't know what a PMR 30 is, but I will tell you this, that this comes with different types of mounts. As long as I'm outside, not in the lodge. Okay. This comes with different types of mounts that I think would fit about anything you're going to be hunting squirrels with. 14 years. So we couldn't do a Wednesday night live from inside and showing people, Bill? You've got Wi-Fi in there, right? Huh. All right, what else is on my list? 14 years. I was just a young guy. I was just a young guy with hair. I was going to say I was just a young skinny guy, but I'm probably about back to the same weight I was when I was hunting down there 14 years ago. Promotions. PrimalTreeStands.com. PrimalTreeStands.com. Use the promo code Avery. Get a discount on everything on that website, including the Wraith 270 see-through ground blind for $199.42. Promo code Avery. Go to MichiganBrand.net. MichiganBrand.net. Yes, but the metal building throws it off. Okay, gotcha. I vaguely remember that. MichiganBrand.net. Use the promo code Mike21 for a 20% discount on everything on the Michigan Brand website. Now, when I come down to Ohio, I will bring some Michigan Brand products with me. I'll bring the Mike Avery Hunter Sticks, and I will bring some Bear Brats with me as well because Craig Plowman requested it. And one last thing, MUCC.org, MUCC.org. Use the promo code Mike, all caps, Mike, to get 25% off on your MUCC membership. And what was the artwork website? It is northernpromotionsart.com. Or I could do like some people and go http://www.northernpromotionsart.com. Or I could just say northernpromotionsart.com, and you all know what I mean. Getting a couple of the Primal Homestead quad blinds Friday. Ed, did you order them off the website, and did you use my promo code, and did you get a price break? Lori's going to bring some freaking pickles as well. All righty. We'll be eating good in the neighborhood. The only problem with going down to Ohio here in a couple of weeks is next week I got to double up my workload. I got to do a show Monday. I got to do a show Wednesday. I got to do all the podcasts, but it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. What else? I don't have people say, hey, is there a promo code for Rapid River Knives? No, there's not. Now, I wouldn't rule one out, and I don't want to speak for Chris or pressure Chris at all, but a lot of people have asked for a promo code. But you got to realize, a small business like that, if he does a promo code, it's cutting into his profits. So, I mean, why would he do it? I don't blame him. I'm not sure I would. Hello, Raymond. How are you tonight? Nice to have you along with us. It was northernpromotionsart.com, northernpromotionsart.com. Hey, Ed Bolanowski, I am really pleasantly surprised with the amount of interest that people have in Northern Promotions art. Maybe we should talk. Lori says, don't gripe about it. I'll trade you. You can do kindergarten lessons plans for the week. You're right. I shouldn't complain. You're right. I shouldn't. Human nature, though, isn't it? Does Lori bring catfish tacos? Even if she did, I wouldn't eat them. Ed says, I think we should talk. Does Lori bring catfish tacos? Actually, catfish tacos sound kind of good. I'm not a fish eater, though. I don't like fish. I love catching fish. I used to eat a fair amount of salmon. I used to eat a lot of walleye, but I don't like it. You know what I'd rather eat over just about anything? Chicken. I know, not very exotic, huh? Sorry, I missed your live feed. Look what I got. What did you get? Look what I got. What did you get, Phil? I don't see what you're talking about. We don't always need deals just to support Michigan Made. Tim, you're always the voice of reason, buddy. And Tim, you should know I'm looking at you tonight, or you're looking at me tonight on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I know you're a tech guy. The cameras on this thing are pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Bacon wrapped walleye. Now, listen, I'm not a big fish fan, but the idea of bacon wrapped walleye doesn't. Oh, listen, if you can hear the geese. Could you hear them at all? Got a pond behind the house, and it's just loaded with birds right now. Just loaded with birds. People say, why don't you shoot them rather than shoot them with your drone? Because I'm just inside the city limit, and the birds are protected. Phil got a wick. Oh, he got, okay. Phil got a wicked, couldn't hear him. Okay. Phil got a Wicked Ridge crossbow by 10 point, a Ravage 360. Excellent. Jim said he could hear him. You know, crossbow, longbow, recurve, compound, 30-06, 270, 300 Win Mag. I don't care what you hunt with. Lori says, no, couldn't hear him. Good things, or the dogs would have gone crazy. All that matters is that we get out there and enjoy it. Hunt your hunt. Enjoy the experience the way you want to enjoy the experience, the way you choose to enjoy the experience. Don't let other people, and I've been guilty of this, letting other people diminish my joy. And I'm not going to let that happen anymore. Get out there, hunt your hunt, have fun, do it the way you want to do it. If it's legal, God bless you. You determine the morality and the ethics. Other hunters can't dictate that or mandate that to you. I would ask you this before I let you go. Lori says, anything wrapped in bacon. Good point, Lori. If you are going to be up a tree, and a lot of people are, please wear a full body harness and some kind of a lifeline so you can stay connected to it. Snap into that thing while you're on the ground. Stay connected all the way up a tree, getting into your stand while you're hunting, getting out of your stand and back down to the ground. If you stay connected to that lifeline, short of a catastrophic equipment failure, you can't fall to the ground and get hurt. You might fall a couple of feet before your lifeline catches you, and it might scare you to death, and you might soil yourself, and you might get hurt on a tree step or something, but you're not going to fall to the ground and die. You're not going to fall to the ground and break your back. You're not going to fall to the ground and break your legs. You're going to be scared, but you're going to be okay if you wear a full body harness and a lifeline. Ian says he's late to the party. He just got home. Sam at JSportinggoods, jsportinggoods.com. By the way, Jay's is celebrating their 50th anniversary. Congrats to everybody at Jay's. How cool is that? Had another busy day, I bet. Sam says there's still people. Now listen to this. Down 32 pounds. Good for you, Dave. Sam works in the archery department at Jay's. This is Wednesday night. The season opens Friday. And Sam says they are still slammed with people getting ready with last minute stuff. Lori says she'll fix venison hearts for everyone in Ohio when we get them. Bill says happy anniversary, Jays. Ian is a smart man. Every single stand I have has a lifeline over the past 10 years. It's just common sense. Two types of tree stand hunters, those who have fallen and those who will. I don't mind going up a tree. I prefer ladder stands these days as I get older. But if I do go up a tree, it'll be with a full body harness and it will be with a lifeline. In general, I like ground blinds. Stu, a great point. Stu is a hunter safety instructor. Snug your harness, set your harness snug. So when you sit, it just starts to pull on you. You won't go far. Better yet, you'll go home. And a trick that I used to use, sit in a stand. And what he's saying is, don't put your tether strap down at shoulder height. Put it up high enough on the tree. And what I do is when I lean forward, like if I was going to take a little snooze or just look down to the ground, my tether stops me before I could say fall out of the stand. All right, my friends, Ohio will be the first time my feet leave the ground. Lori, you should have hunted out of some of the stands Bill used to hang in the early days. Bob says, back in the day, we used to climb up with nothing. Yeah, always bothered me. Back in the day, we were young and stupid and fearless, Bob. Now we're old and wise. Jeff says, pork chops are ready. Have a good one. Guess what? It is time to call it a night. Thank you, my friends, for joining me on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. Thank you also to Ed Bolanowski and Kevin Rogers of Northern Promotions Art, the website northernpromotionsart.com. John Pickleman, congrats to you, my friend, on winning that beautiful print. If you're going to be in the woods Friday or at any time before we talk again, good luck, have fun, be safe. And again, thanks for joining me on this edition of Wednesday Night Live.